Blog Talk Radio.
Slow motion, gonna do, should've. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me today. Today I have my very special guest, Mr. Gil Magno, who has spent a lifetime devoting his time to singing, to teaching vocal coaching, to teaching personal development, and helping other people get their lives in order. So please join me as I welcome my special guest, Mr. Gil Magno. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you for coming today and spending this time with us just to give us some brief insight into what you've done over the past year, some of the songs that you've done, the music you've created, and the lives that you've touched by doing your personal development coaching.
Mm-hmm. Well, I basically am a vocal coach, and then I noticed towards the last 10 years or so that to be a great singer is not so much the voice as it is the soul within the person. And I say that the voice is the representation of the soul. So as a result of that, when I saw that, I developed this course called Self-Transformation Through Personal Magnetism, which is giving remarkable results. So from being a vocal coach, I became a personal development consultant, and it's really great because I'm able to help many, many people.
Well, that is such a blessing to have the people be able to get not only the vocal coaching that they need, but also the personal development, which helps them become the person that they're trying to become through their singing.
Right. And the other thing that, to make it clear, is that the self-transformation course, which is, I call it the infamous course number 5. The thing is that we don't create a new being on top of the being which exists. What we do is we eliminate all the negativity so that whatever we left with is the true person, and that is what sells on any planet.
Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. We have to just get all of the negative things and all of the distractions out of our way, and then we can see clearly and focus on what we're supposed to be doing. But before we can do that, we have to clear those obstacles out of our way. That's so true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And these are not obstacles that we have daily so much as the obstacles that way down buried in the subconscious. And I have a way of eliminating all of that, and we do a little bit at a time. So we eliminate most of the negative stuff, and then we start putting new stuff in, using the secrets of the human voice as the key, and which gives very, very good results. Yeah.
Well, how did you first get into being a vocal coach?
Well, I'm a graduate of the Boston Conservatory of Music, and I started off as a woodwind player. Then I took up conducting, and I played bassoon for many years. But I was not into the bassoon that much, although I played in a lot of symphony orchestras. And I wanted to be a soloist, so I changed to the classical guitar. And I became quite good at it, and I was pretty well known in Boston. My concerts made up of singing and accompanying myself, and also classical compositions on the guitar. Then a few years later, I injured my right hand. I had to confront myself with not ever being able to play well again. I tried for years, I couldn't do it. So then I started teaching voice. I studied more voice, although I did have voice at the conservatory. I studied more voice with various teachers, and then that's when I saw that the voice is, compared to all the other instruments, is nothing. It's a very, very simple instrument. But what's not so simple is the person behind the voice. So that term, the person behind the voice, became the name of my school of teaching.
That is such a wonderful story, and I'm pretty sure that that will inspire so many different people, because you went from being a musician into being a vocal coach, and I'm pretty sure that there were some things that were stagnant once you first started being a vocal coach. Is that correct?
Stagnant? What do you mean?
Meaning to transition from being the musician into being the vocal coach.
Of course, I loved the classical guitar much more than the voice. But then when I got into the voice, I started really noticing that the voice has so many hidden things to it. There is a certain power in the voice.
Right.
And when that voice is initiated by a person, by a mind and a person with intention behind the voice, then everything changes. And so that's when I went into development, personal development. Although I personally was in personal development all my life. I was into self-improvement since I was a child. My father was into that, and he passed that on to me.
That is such a blessing, and I'm pretty sure that that has gotten you to the position of where you are today. How did you first go about doing the courses that you started when it came to personal development? Did anybody help you with that, or is that something that you just started on your own?
Here's another thing. Up to now, you said the whole thing was very interesting. Well, there's more stuff that's very interesting. Half of my life, I had a very, very bad phobia, and which kept me, even though I was on TV many times and all of that, but it kept me from really going forward. So as a result of trying to eliminate that phobia, I knew, fortunately, that doctors don't know anything about it, so I have nothing to do with doctors. And I did see a couple of, but they don't. I knew right away that they didn't know what the hell I was talking about. So I studied everything I could get my hands on of metaphysical nature, and I spent a lot of money and regressions. Nothing did it. What did it was I myself, I had many years ago I was attacked by a gang, and the trauma of that got the phobia going again. But this time I didn't sweep it under the rug. I decided I'm going to beat this thing, and I did. And I thought I was going to die, to tell you the truth. It was a very, very heavy thing. And from then on, everything has been easy after that. My health is good all the time. I just take my time. I don't worry about things, and everything falls into place. And I'm constantly revising the course number 5. You know, I'm learning all the time, continuously. And I've saved quite a few people's lives. They come in here all messed up. They're just about to give up on life, and they get straightened out. Of course, I have a lot of voice students also who just do the voice. But usually, I have 3 courses for the voice: course 1, 2, and 3. And when a student finished course 1 in voice, I usually put them into the second course. Now, I don't even do that. With one course, they have all the basics of placing the voice, knowing what to do with the voice, and then I recommend course number 5 right away. So they make, for example, I just got a new student yesterday. She's making a movie, and she has to sing in it, and she had stage fright. So she's a good singer, but I'm checking her voice just to make sure that there are no problems. And she also started on course number 5 to eliminate the fears and the doubts and so forth.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, it's good to see that she started your course, and now she is where she needs to be, especially because she's doing a movie. That's a lot different from just doing a concert or something that has a certain amount of people. A movie is going to have millions of people, billions of people around the world watching it, so I can understand her stage fright there.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
Now, what has it been like for you over the years working with the different artists? Because I'm sure you've come in contact with a lot of people who have done your coaching courses.
A lot of people, Pastor.
Yes.
A lot of people. I have been doing this thing. I've been teaching privately for 40 years.
Wow.
So when somebody walks in my studio, I just look at them. I know everything about them.
Perfect.
I haven't reached the point where I can actually see the aura of the person, not yet anyway,
Right.
but I can feel it. And
Right.
I know whether they're going to stay, whether then some people I tell them that don't even bother starting because right after the first class I can see that they're really not going to continue, you know.
Right.
So
you can tell if they're serious or not.
No, right, yeah, yeah. It's all in the person. It's all on the inside. It's not the physical, it's the metaphysical.
Right.
And this is what this country is sadly lacking. Everything
yes.
is not just this country. The rest of the world is getting like that too. But
right.
especially in the United States, everything is money. People have become slaves to
yes.
money and gadgets. And
yes.
so, I mean, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, that my first 20 years of teaching and then the second 20 years, how people have changed. And people come in here and they don't even know how to think.
Right.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
It is. And I'm pretty sure that from being a personal development coach and the vocal coach that you are and having so much experience and knowledge, and then the difference in the people that you used to teach in the first 20 years and now having the people that you're teaching right now, I'm pretty sure it's very hard for you to see where people have become. Because as a society of people, I mean, we've gone to the far extreme.
Yeah. I talk about that in my latest book, which is called The Road to Victory, Create Your Own New World. It's on my website, and I talk about what I think is going to happen between now and the year 2015.
Right.
2015, yeah. So we're going through a great devolution.
We are.
In order to evolve, in order to be able to evolve. In other words, people are questioning now. Just a small percentage of the population, only about 15%, because the rest just follow the crowd, you know.
Right.
But those 15% are beginning to think. It only takes a small percentage of strong people, independent thinking people, to change a society.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.